Okay, so hello guys. I will switch to English speaking. Sorry. I will switch to English speaking videos because it is fun for me to produce instead of the Czech videos, and I actually like doing English videos. So this is the basically tutorial. I just adjust my microphone. This is the not tutorial, but a showcase what my newest programming language, Turbo Sharp, can do. I have here some code which is basically the default, but if we start it again, and I will erase this lines, then we have here some things. So we have the sprites here, code, variable names, and variable values. So this is a tutorial how no, basically this part of the video will be a tutorial how to make basic movement. We will be using the turtle module, which if you don't know, I can show you. Just type t.activate like this and play. This is the turtle module. Basically, this is the activation. This is how it will look like in the game. Well, not actually, because we need to also open the turbo paint and draw some sprites here. This is basically the paint editor for the turbo shop. So what you're gonna do is you want to create something like that will represent the player, so something like this. By the way, it doesn't make the white transparent, so that is a problem when you got like these edges. But I think we can do something, we cannot do something about that. So brightness, yeah, I'm gonna make a red blob kind of thing. By the way, this is not the best editor, but the engine only supports the TurboShop only supports sprites that are in file format. Turbo Sprite, which is my own file format, and yeah, you cannot basically edit it without this engine. So yeah, that's it. By the way, you can find this on itch.io on my profile. He looks kind of silly though. So let's download him with this icon here. Why? Like, if it'll give you a jump scare, so not like jump scare, but a sound. So name of we will name him. Great. So now we have him here, Mr. Blob. We can actually open this in the uh, txt format, but as you can see, it is the Turbo Sprite format. So now what you're gonna do, go to the turbo. I'm just gonna full screen. And now I have it in Czech, of course, because I'm Czech. And now you will select the Mr. Bob, and now it is actually asking for the name of the sprite. So player, and here you go. You basically have this kind of monstrosity, which is basically just the name and all the values that it compiles. So we this code actually repeats itself always. So we don't want actually the activate to repeat itself always. So we get the I don't know this is called uh, basically just this on one. Please tell me how this is called. I don't know. So we will just type one, the addition. Yeah, this is like an addition one, and we now this will now run only one time. We can now do t or the total because we now activated the total. You can see here t dot activate or total dot activate only once. We can do erase, and now we basically erase the canvas because if we were drawing something here, which is basically what the total does, then it won't work. uh, it will work, but it will look like it's having a trail without erasing, so it will not look great. The theater erase basically erase it, and now we will call t dot render render render. Oh, great. And now you're gonna put here the player or the name that you get in the player. And what it does is renders the player. Great. So we didn't actually want this arrow to be here. So we will go t.hide. And now it's not there. Now we got just this blob, and yeah, it looks kind of like glitchy, but I don't care. It's my own engine, and it's kind of in development. So now we want some like the movement. So we can delete this. I like to have the addition one code in the top and then the normal code. So now we will create a variable. So var x x. So basically, it will. We need to get something about the position. So x and equal. I said only equals to 0 and 1. Now var y equals 0, again 1. So now the actual movement. This is just yeah, we cannot see it. If we want to see these two tabs when we are playing, then we will need to do this, which is turbo dot show variable, and now it will show these variables right here, and you can see we have the x and y 0 0. The names just get randoms. Now we want to render the player on the x and y. So what do we gonna do? We go turtle dot go to x y. Great. It doesn't change because the turtle is logically on the 0 0 on start. But if we want to change it like 90 and minus 99, and then it doesn't show because it's somewhere here, so we just do this, and you can see it is right here. So that's what we want. But we want here 0. This is basically the starting position, so you can set it whatever you want. So now we will go var x. We'll first do the x movement equals x plus 1, which will basically yeah, there must be spaces between, or it doesn't work. Which will basically change the x value by 1 every tick. And as you can see, it is going right, great. But we doesn't want just right. We want to be pressing D to go right. So we will go with uh, double dot. I don't know how it is called. I will call it double dot. I don't care. And the D. And now we can move with the D. But we cannot move with any other key. So we will just duplicate it with Control C, Control V. I cannot speak English. And now A. Oh, we got it. And now copy the same for the Y movement. Like this. W. Now the negative movement with S. Great. And now we can move. This took really long. But if you want to more customize it than just a sprite that is 16 by 16, you can actually, instead of rendering the player, I will just export this. Because it is really great code. And actually export this too. Instead of rendering the player, we gonna make it manually with the pen from scratch. Or the turbowarp, that is basically no difference. So we gonna go t dot size, because size we want like 30, and now t dot down, t dot up. Great, and now we have a red dot that is actually centered. The sprite is like not centered, so you need to go like, can do some changes. And you go t dot down. Yeah. Now, if you want a different color, like black outline, then you will need to set the color to black first. So t dot bright, brightness, and 0, because it goes, well, 0 brightness. And then you gotta go t dot size like 20, and t dot why I keep spelling it bad. S100. And now you got why is not working? Yeah, because I'm dumb and I forgot to go down. And t dot up. Right. And now we got a circle. We can actually adjust the outline by just adjusting this. Yeah. And you can do basically anything with this. You can create some calculations to do better, like creating eyes for it, mouth for it. You can do basically anything. But yeah, that is basically all. You can do something like, I don't know, creating a velocity instead. So that is all, and I will meet you in the next video. So bye.